Alright, what you see here is a Hampton Clarkston ceiling fan installed in the guest room at my grandmother's house. The house is going to be getting sold at some point in the future this year. By the time you're seeing this, it might have already been sold and such, and all the fans have been removed. So I'm taking the time to redo various videos of all the fans before that happens. I'm doing a night edition of this fan. Now this one I was kind of tempted to leave behind, but since it's literally one of the first brand new fans I got on the channel back when I started 8 years ago, it's kind of sentimental for that reason. And also it's a fan I gave to my grandmother with the intention to install it in her kitchen, but then we ended up putting it over here instead. But yeah. Now the fan's also barely been used. I feel like it would be a waste just to let it sit here and probably get scrapped whenever they end up getting this house, most likely. But it's also just a fan that has some sentimental value to it. One of the first fans I got when I started collecting, in a sense. But yeah, this fan originally was going to be installed at the kitchen at my old apartment, and then I changed my mind, tried to put it in my mom's bedroom, and then I ended up just giving it to my grandmother. Since I ended up wanted to put up different fans there, but those never ended up happening either because we moved out of that apartment into the one that I'm currently living in now. But yeah, let me go ahead and start it off on the low speed. But yeah, this one I got like right when they started selling these in white. I do like how these look, in all honesty. Granted, they're not the most powerful hugger fan, but they do look pretty nice in my opinion for a newer fan. I'm not sure who makes these and such, but they are pretty quiet for a home center fan. And this one I bought back in 2013 when they first came out with these in white. Now, I had thought about getting some other fans for the kitchen, and then I ended up settling on this. I was thinking about getting a Landmark 3 Plus, 42-inch one, a Littleton, which I ended up figuring it'd be a bad choice due to the poor lighting it would give off, probably. Or a, I think it was like those were the 3, or the Middleton, back when that first came out as well. I ended up going with this one because I had experience with it compared to the other ones at the time. I mean, I did have experience with a Landmark 3 Plus. I figured it would just look way too similar to the Glendale that was in my bedroom at the time. So I wanted to try to get something that looked a little bit more different. And it gives off decent lighting for what it is. It can definitely give off better lighting. Although I do feel that this one gives off better lighting than the antique brass one in my grandmother's bedroom. Could also be that the light bulbs in that one are just more worn out because they've been used more over time compared to this one. So that could be the other reason. Yeah. But yeah, whenever I pull this one down along with the other ones, I'll definitely do an update video about getting all 4 of them. I was really considering leaving this one behind along with the one in the kitchen and the bedroom one, but I know at the end of the day I'm going to end up regretting it because I installed them for my grandmother and such, so they have some sentimental memories because of that. And yeah, I could always find another one, but it's just not the exact one. So if I'm getting the chance to actually get the exact ones that are in my grandmother's house, I'd rather take that chance. Plus, this fan originally belonged to me anyway, so it kind of works out. All right, now for high. But yeah, I remember I installed this one in this bedroom because that was like right when my dad ended up living with my grandmother due to her memory going bad, so he was sleeping in this room. So I figured instead of putting this in the kitchen, which I was originally going to do, I figured maybe just put this one here. So that way at least he had something to keep him cool when it was hot. It did get some use. I can see there was some dust buildup on it, but not a lot of use, only due to the fact that I ended up not using it as a room that he slept in anymore. They would just take turns. Like, my dad would work at night, I think, and such, and my grandma. So basically, he would work night shift. So he would only sleep like during the day, and she would sleep in the bed at night. So they would kind of just share the bed, but one would sleep during the night, one would sleep during the day, basically. So it's, in a way, it's kind of more of like a storage type room, I guess, or certain stuff. But yeah, no, it's really not the worst air mover. This one definitely moves a bit more air, but that's also because the blades aren't drooping downwards on it like the one on the anti-brass one is. And nothing amazing, but they're okay for a newer fan, especially for a home center fan. Whoop. Forgot that the shorter ones for the fan, like the shorter ones for the lighting. Alright, now for spin down and now show it on reverse. Now the reason why the light chain's a little bit shorter is because back when I floor tested it in the basement at the old apartment, before I retested it upstairs in the living room, when I floor tested it there again, the light chain had gotten caught on one of the blades when it was spinning, so it pulled it, but it kind of broke the chain a little bit. So that's why that one's a little bit shorter. And I was going to put that one on the fan pole and have the longer one on the light one, but my grandmother wouldn't be able to reach it too well if I put that one on the fan one. So that's why I have the shorter one on the light instead. Because it would be a little bit more, it would be a bit higher up if I put it on the fan pole chain instead of the light one. Yeah, I really feel like this would have looked really good in her kitchen too. The handle behavior definitely looks nicer. I think it matches it better. But I feel like this would have been a good choice too. Some ways I do feel like this would have looked a little bit nicer due to it having more of a 90s look to it compared to the Hydro fan that's in there. But yeah, it's whatever. Alright, now for reverse. I know this one, when I installed it, it's being held up by a washer due to it having an old box. The same case with the one that's in her bedroom. I know the kitchen fan is on a newer box, thankfully, but the Bahama that's in the living room, I'm not sure what type of box that one is on. Hopefully it's on the one that's a little bit newer, but when I take it down, I'll figure that out. Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.